Hello, welcome to Dungeon Dwellers Podcast. I'm your host Justin. So I decided to react to the first episode of the original Voltron TV show. The reason why I'm doing that is because I'm by request from Kaiser Hertzen. I don't know if he wants me to say his YouTube channel name. He asked me to review the DreamWorks Voltron show that's on Netflix. I have like season 1 and 2 on DVD, so I'm gonna review that for this week's Mecha Anime series review. So I thought, hey, it's been a while since I did a reaction video to an anime, so I thought I would watch the first episode of Voltron. It's on YouTube. Yeah, so I'm pressing play now.
From days of long ago,
Might be a little too low.
uncharted regions of the universe comes a legend.
It totally sounds like Peter. What's his name? The guy who does the voice of Optimus Prime. So when I was a little kid, I used to watch this show on TV and the 90s one, which was like the third series, which was all in CGI. It's called like Voltron the Third Dimension, and it's like the third Voltron show, even though it's like a direct sequel to the first one, because the second Voltron show was I think I could be wrong on this, but I think if you look at it, it totally looks like they just took an anime that looks like kind of like Voltron and just called it Voltron when they did the English dub or whatever, right? Because like Voltron, I guess, was a big hit in the West, right? Which I even had like a couple of Voltron toys. Yeah. Though, like, my favorite Voltron show was the third Dimension, the CGI show. And they made like, I think they made like 4 different Voltron cartoons if you don't count the vehicle Voltron show. Which, like, the third dimension was like 98, I think, to 2000. Then like 2010 they tried to bring Voltron back, looked like shit. And then like the last couple years Netflix brought it back with DreamWorks animating it, which I watched like the first 2 episodes of the Voltron new Voltron show, and I do not like it at all. I'll give it credit. The art style is a lot better than the last Voltron show, but like it's like CGI, right? And one of the reasons people might think I only hate like CGI, I just hate CGI because I'm a boomer or whatever. I don't like you know, CGI animation. I prefer hand drawn. The reason why I prefer hand drawn versus CGI mechs is because with CGI mechs, not only do they look plasticky and it looks fake as fuck and it's like out of place with the hand drawn animation that's going on. One of the reasons why I hate CGI mecha is because the battle damage looks like shit. Like, there'll be like no battle damage. What they'll do is like they'll put like electricity around the thing before it blows up. And even times when they do show actual damage, it just looks like you just took the head off the model. Like, it just, I don't know. That's one of the reasons why I hate CGI. That end doesn't look, animation wise, it doesn't look as good as hand drawn animation. Like even 70s shows, like mecha shows, had like had like battle damage, and like a lot of these like CGI mecha shows don't really. Hmm. So I have in my rants I wasn't paying attention. You know what's weird? In the CGI show, which is the one I'm most familiar with, though it's been like decades since I watched it, obviously. I remember the Blue Lion was piloted by a girl, but apparently in this one and in the new one, it's like a dude. So what the fuck? Yeah. Well, a few years back, I did try to rewatch the old CGI show, but they didn't have it all up on YouTube, and I didn't even bother to check if you can buy it legally. Which I should. Maybe it is out there. I don't know. But the thing, I doubt it, because like a lot of the old CGI cartoons look so dated that like nobody bothers saving them except for Reboot and like fucking Beast Wars and shit. Like, like I would say of all the old CGI cartoons, Beast Wars and Reboot's probably the best. Still haven't seen that reboot that Netflix put out. All I know about it, it's like people are like it's like Power Rangers, so it's like then so wasn't there already like a couple different like Power Ranger ripoffs where it's like where like the people where like it'll be like real life, but then there'll be like a virtual copies of them, and they'll fight in the internet or whatever. So is that like what the new reboot is? I don't fucking know. That's what it sounds like. Which examples of Power Ranger ripoffs that did that was like the what was it called? Samurai Saber Squad or whatever, which I've never watched. Which took footage from some like Ultraman. I don't know if it was Ultraman show or Gridman. I can't remember, but yeah, something like that. And then there was VR Troopers, which took footage from the one was Metalder, which is a one Tokusatsu show, and then the other ones were like the space, the different space cop Tokusatsu shows, which are like there's Space Sheriff, Gavon, which was like the first one, and there's like this Space Sheriff what was it, Spivon? I don't know. Like one was like the silver Space Sheriff and the blue Space Sheriff. That's the ones I've checked out. Which if you haven't seen Space Sheriff, Gavon, or the other different ones, it's a pretty cool show. I would say it's better than VR Troopers. I tried to watch VR Troopers. I have like the first season or whatever. It's so fucking bad. So there's like a gladiator fight on this planet. Oh, what? The fucking monsters made out of metal, but they give them like swords. That reminds me of fucking Planet Hulk, where they had like the swords were useless. The green kids like voice is super annoying in this one. Wow, the Black Line pilot has like a really shitty German accent. What was his name in the... Holy fuck, he just jumped like 20 feet in the... What was that, 20 or 30 feet in the air? Goober. Like, what the fuck kind of accent is that? Can I... Is the Japanese version of this available anywhere? Man, the fat one is a lot cooler in this show than the other shows where he just wants to eat all the time and he's a bit cowardly. He's kind of dressed like the German guy. Kind of dressed like that guy, if you ever seen like that Bruce Lee movie, the Chinese Connection, or like sometimes it's called Fist of Fury, where like the guy's part of a not dojo because it's dojo's a Japanese term, but like a martial arts school. Bruce Lee character comes back to find like his mentor was killed, and then like they have like the inheritor of the school, who's like the second best besides from Bruce Lee. He looks like that character. Which there's like a... If you don't... if you're a fan of Jet Li did like a remake of that movie called Fist of Legend. It's pretty good. It's called Zen. So is that... Zen? Fuck, I can't pronounce it. S-V-E-N. So is he supposed to be Swedish and not German? Zen. Fuck, why can't I pronounce it? What? Oh, I wish I remember the guy who did the voice of Transformers. I can't remember his name. I used to know it. Now I keep thinking Peter Weller, but I know it's not Peter Weller. Is it Peter something? I'm just gonna pause this and... No, I don't have to pause. Voice of Optimus Prime. It's gonna be Peter something, I just know. Peter Cullen. Okay. Gary Chalk did the voice of Optimus in Beast Wars. Oh, I know that guy. He's like a real actor. Holy shit. Holy fuck, I didn't know that. He's... What the fuck? The guy who... Gary Chalk is from the UK? Holy fuck. And he was in Freddy vs. Jason, which I still need to watch that movie. I have this bad habit with Beast Wars where I'll rewatch Beast Wars, but I'll only watch like the first season because I hate the fucking designs for the second season. Even though there's some really good episodes in the second season, but it's like, yeah, I'll just... Like, I bought it, like, again on DVD, because it wasn't on YouTube. Which, like, for decades, it was on YouTube, and now, like, when I tried to watch it again, like, I think, like, a year or two back, it wasn't on YouTube, so I had to buy it on DVD. Which it wasn't too expensive, but, yeah, I rewatched the show, and I only watched, like, the first season. Which is, you know, technically Beast Wars was 3 seasons, but like the third series was like renamed Beast Machines, and the It's the thing where the toys look cool. The toys get cooler, but like in cartoon form, it looks dumb. Like Optimus Primal in the third season looks like ugly as fuck, but then you look at the toy and it looks fucking cool. Like I wanted the toy, but I hated the fucking design when I was a kid. Like the only Beast Machines figure I had was Cheetor. Which he had like the backwards knees on his legs. I don't know. The toys were cool though, but they were super expensive. Like I had like $50 from my grandma gave it to me, and I bought the Cheetor toy, and I spent. I thought I was gonna have enough money to buy like 2 toys worth of that, and I'm like, on the $50 I had spent almost all of it on that fucking one toy. It sucked. Oh, by the way, my evidence why I said like this show is obviously more popular in the West than it is in the East is because if it was popular in the East, how come we never seen them make any sequel series to this show? You know what I mean? Which, if I were the fucking retard who was in charge of rebooting this franchises, why the fuck do you guys keep getting shitty Western animators to do it? Like the Third Dimension series was okay, but like Voltron Force and the new one, like why don't you retards just get and just hire an anime studio from Japan and make them make a Voltron series, and then you handle the dubbing and the story. Like they did that. They did that for like Thundercats. They did that for there's this French and English cartoon called the Valerian, which is based off the old comic book. They got like a Japanese animation studio to do that. Like and it's a lot cheaper too. Because like, you know, they're basically wage slaves. Animators are basically wage slaves. They have to work like 7 days a week to earn a living. It sucks, but you know, that's how it is. Like So are we gonna see Voltron in this episode or what? Not that I'm complaining. So it is like a Swedish accent. Oh my god. Hit them with the lasers. They couldn't come up with like mega particle cannons and shit like that, plasma cannons, or like, I don't know. Man, the voice acting is like very hit and miss in this cartoon. Some of them sound great, and some of them just sound like retarded. So apparently, that's like racist now or some shit. I don't fucking know. Like you took the F word from us, and now you were gonna take the R word. Like, go fuck yourself. I will continue to say it until I get in trouble. What is going on? The spaceships are pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna get my dick sucked. I'm just kidding. Out of context. No, he just the guy said Sarkon will be pleased. I got rid of this space explosion. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Whatever. So what? They just crash landed on Earth? Huh. Huh. Their outfits are, except for the one guy, their outfits is pretty similar to the new show. I had like a Voltron figure, right? I lent it to a kid. He tried to steal it, and I got it back because I got the teacher's help. And the fucking retard was playing in the sandbox with the Voltron toy, so it got like sand all of it in its like joints and shit. So like the thing. And like I got the sand out eventually, but it had scratched up its joints and shit. It was like fuck. Ruined my fucking Voltron toy. Huh. So Voltron wasn't originally a robot with 5 lions, but like a witch put a curse on it and made it that way? What the fuck? Well, the one robot lion is the body and head. Ah, whatever. So in the what always bothered me in the old cartoons is that like obviously the black lion like would need to be bigger than the other lions, but they're all usually the same size until they combine, right? And the new show, what they did is they made the black lion like twice the size of the other lions, so it looks practical, like you know it could like combine, right, or whatever. So that's one positive thing I'll give to the new DreamWorks show. Besides from that, yeah, fuck it. Which I'm still going to, keep watching the episodes. I decided I'm just gonna review season 1. Not gonna bother watching season 2 unless by some luck. Let's look at the voice actors. You got Jack Angel, Michael Bell, Peter Cullen. Michael Bell, I think. Forget who. I know he's from Transformers. Can't remember who. I gotta get rid of the captions. So we got Jack Angel, Michael Bell, Peter Cullen. That's the voice of Optimus Prime. You got Neil Ross, B.J. Ward, and Lenny Winrip. Jack Angel. Where have I heard that? Let me double check. Oh, apparently Garrett Chalk was also did the voice of somebody in Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Underground, which I like that show. I think I did. I would catch it on TV when I got the chance. Jack Angel is an American voice actor and media personality. Yeah, a lot of the old like voice actors worked on radio. Who did he voice? There's a little thing here. He voiced Galvatron. I don't really recognize the other Transformers he voiced. Apparently he voiced... Is that Ultra Magnus there? Did he do the voice of Ultra Magnus? That's cool. He also voiced Nick Fury in what, though? The Spider-Man cartoon? That's cool, I guess. He was in Voltron, Super Friends. You know, Darkwing Duck, Tailspin, Ben 10, Spider-Man, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Dino Riders. I hated that show as a kid. Maybe I would like it nowadays, I don't know. He was in Ring Raiders, never heard of this show. Transformers, obviously. The Mask cartoon kind of bothered me when I would watch the Mask cartoon and the Pet Detective cartoon, the Ace Ventura Pet Detective cartoon, and they had like a crossover episode, and like they would have like the different voice actors. They had like different voice actors for like characters that should have been, the same. I don't know, whatever. So apparently there was like a Voltron TV special where they had like a crossover between the Lion Voltron and the Vehicle Voltron. That's cool. Man, the Vehicle Voltron, like they made fun of the Vehicle Voltron in the fucking what was it, Robot Chicken, like how like it's retarded that this giant robot's made up from like how many different vehicles? Because I'm looking at the toy, and like it looks like from what I can tell, it looks like at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 12 different vehicles. This is like, holy fuck. I don't know. The head looks cool though. I'll give it that. But like, besides from that, like, holy fuck. This fucking thing looks kind of retarded. Oh, that was it for this reaction video. Alright, peace.